Hi, I'm Eliot, the IELTS expert from Magoosh, and today we have a little bit of a challenge for you. By the end of this presentation here, we're going to ask you to write a comment below where you can submit an answer to a question we're going to pose to you, and we're going to offer to evaluate that, to give you some feedback on it, okay? So what we're thinking about in this assignment that we have for you is Task 2 essays and how to write good introductions for a Task 2 essay prompt. Okay, so what goes into a good introduction? Well, there are two basic parts you always need to have in a good IELTS Task 2 introduction. First, you need to introduce the topic of the essay to your reader, all right? So it has to be very clear what the essay is going to be about. And then you have to write a thesis statement where you give your perspective on that topic. You sort of give your opinion, if an opinion is required, or at least your perspective. What do you think about the topic that's been posed to you in your Task 2 question? This is difficult to do, and many of my students have trouble doing it, probably for a lot of reasons. One is that there's a lot of pressure on your Task 2 essay, right? It's worth 2/3 of the points for your writing score on the IELTS, so that's a lot of pressure right there. But also time is so limited, right? You only have 40 minutes to write your Task 2 essay, so you don't have much time to brainstorm. It's very important to get really good at writing these Task 2 introductions, to get started on your essay so that you can save time and that you have enough time to write your body paragraphs then and hit your word minimum for your Task 2 essay. So the skill we're working on to do this is to do a really good job of paraphrasing the language from the prompt, translating the language into your own introduction, okay? So what we're going to do in the assignment that we're going to give you here on this video, I'm going to pose a question for you, a sample Task 2 question. And what I want you to do is to do your best to use your own words to paraphrase the language from the prompt and write your own Task 2 introduction for the question that we've posed. Okay, so you can see the question that we're going to be thinking about is, if you could change your hometown to make it a better place, what changes would you make? How would these changes improve your hometown? This is a sample IELTS Task 2 question that's what I call a thematic question. There are a few questions that they ask you in a row, and you need to answer all of them in your essay. So this is a challenging type to answer. What you should do as you think about writing your introduction is to make sure you focus on what is the topic. How can I explain what the topic of this essay is going to be? In just a couple of words, we could say, you know, the topic is about your hometown or making improvements on your hometown. Well, put that into your own language as you begin your introduction. And then your thesis statement should come next, okay? So what's your thesis going to be for this essay type? Well, the specific improvements you plan to make to your hometown to make it better would be the thing to focus on in your thesis. So think about those things, brainstorm. What are you going to propose are the changes you could make to your hometown to make them better? Those specific things should be in your thesis. So I want you to try this out, okay? I want you to think about the question, sit down, pretend you're about to write a Task 2 essay, and then go ahead and write that introduction only and put it in the comments below this video, and we will give you feedback, let you know how you did and what could be improved in your Task 2 introduction. Okay, so do your best, and I look forward to seeing what you come up with for this, and we'll give you some responses about how well you did.